Morning, Belinda. Good morning, Charles.
Good morning.
I think you're smiling today much more than yesterday. What's happening?
Well, I am trying to forget the 64 years of horror and 64 years of hardship. So I hope it's not a treasonable felony to smile because we as Nigerians are wrestling. We have to find a way to smile and be happy despite all odds.
But then again, since you are talking about Nigeria at 64, is there anything for you feel throughout the 64 years there was a glimmer of hope, or one event that has happened that you think is a glimmer of hope going forward?
There has been some drops of hope. The only thing is that, like I keep saying, when one drop of hope appears, 10 other drops of hopelessness takes over, swallows it up. It's not as if the government is not doing nothing. We're only crying and saying what they're doing is not like being able to take over whatever that has been wrought. Despite the fact that has been wrought, everybody cry about wrought, and this wrought is created by some situations. And now when you want to fight, when you want to separate fight, you first of all separate, avoid somebody from pushing somebody, because once the push has taken place, it's likely to have fight. Nigerians over time has allowed push and shove everywhere, and they want to sweep it under the ground. It cannot work because there is. Let me tell you why this generation of violence and hopelessness keep coming up. If, for instance, Charles, you offend me, and I could not forgive you at that time, and I go to the extent of probably, God forbid, killing you, already you have children, and somebody will tell them it's Chris Maduka that killed their father. You think they will forget? They won't forget. They will make sure they have it equal. And that's what the rulers of Nigeria find. If there's any part of Nigeria say it's a family that is bearing serious grudges against this nation, you think they will forget? No matter how you suppress them, no matter how you want to fight and crack. Look at the people who say they will protest Fearless October. All we hear in the headlines is army, police, crack. Look at the words, crack down. For how long are you going to crack down when the problem that is making them protest has not gone? That is exactly what I'm telling you. There has been issues where Nigeria, before the 2023 elections, Nigerians were having high hopes. It's like, we're going to get it right this time. There was hope. I also had hope that time. A lot of Nigerians who have never voted or registered in INEC went down to the polls and registered and got their. It was like going to have a new day. Look at what is happening. We got to a point in 2023 where we would have redeemed Nigeria or crashed it. So our suffering started again in 2000, and this is only 2024. It means we just started. If there was something that happened earlier in 1960, 1967, and we're saying time heals, when time is trying to heal any wound in Nigeria, some people deliberately will go and they refresh the wound. And it tells me about the music of a very good musician, a reggae musician, may God bless his soul, Lucky Dube. He said it takes many people to build reputation and decency, but it takes one stupid fool to dash it to nothing. And that's what you find. Some statements from individuals may, because they find themselves probably in a position of authority and they will forget what people have sacrificed to keep this nation to this point. They will make some statements careless and renew. It's like somebody is trying to forget, some kind of grudges, and somebody will come about and is like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because you have not felt it. Because once you carry the corpse of another person, it will look like it's a log of wood. Let Nigerians be fair. If you are talking about coming to equity, let us all come with fair, with clean hands. A lot of Nigerians, a lot of tribes that make up the federation, a lot of states, a lot of people Middle Belt want to secede from the north. This is what we're hearing in 2024. And you think this will stop if you do not address it? The next morning you might have another belt. This is only the Middle Belt. And imagine from here to the west where the middle is. Meaning half of this country want to secede. And you will be dancing around, playing politics. Everybody want to be political right. And we are going down. The future generations will ask whoever has passed this route and did not do anything to stop this. What are they waiting for?
Some people think that even the secession really would not solve any problem, because as a matter of fact, it's the same leadership that you would have if at the end you really succeed. Because again, if the Southeast goes, you say it's Eastern region goes, Biafra goes, Oduduwa Republic goes, Arewa goes. If your leadership and the systems that brought the leadership to power, or the weakened institutions that we have right now, is the same thing that plays out in those countries or in those regions, then it's almost the same thing. So maybe the so-called call for secession is not even...
Charles, nobody, Signature TV, everybody associated with this TV, even myself, has never supported secession. Let us get it very clear. Nobody is calling for anybody to secede. We are saying that some people are sitting in Nigeria, you are a family, and a lot of your children are protesting. You are just smoking cigarette and drinking beer. Are you saying that they will stop protesting by you ignoring them? It's today in Middle Belt. A lot of people started a long time ago. 1967, some people have been protesting, asking for secession. They even up to now, they're still asking for. Now Middle Belt has joined. Before you know it, you have Oduduwa State, who are somewhere protesting that. We are saying, who is in charge? Why is it difficult for you to call everybody together? If there's need to apologize to some people, apologize. Talk to people, because it's their job to manage Nigeria. Nobody is asking, nobody is sponsoring anybody to secede. But whatever is making these people to say these things or asking for secession must be serious offense. Well, must be serious that you cannot.
That's the reason for the confab that he has called for, the youth confab.
The youth have not said they want to secede. So why are you calling it to confab?
I mean, to address some of these issues that are causing...
So when you address the issues with the youth, Nigeria will be okay. That's my worry. You know, I said it yesterday, and it was like becoming emotional. I am not saying calling youth to confab is not, but we have not heard that you have segregated Nigeria. Call the women to confab. Call the adults to confab. Call the men to confab. Call the youth to confab. By then you have touched all the confabable areas. And Nigeria will now confab in unity. But the segregated confab is a waste of money. We have confab for so long. Even where the youth were involved. All the peace and unity confabs were Nigerians called had youth among them. And now if you think that has not solved the problem, release the results. They are all lying, gathering dust in that rock. If the first child, I keep saying, did not run or did not walk, how do you expect the other one to crawl? The first one didn't crawl, and the second one will start running. It's not an anathema. It's an error. Let's start with first thing first. Honestly, because we have not seen as stakeholders in Nigeria the sincerity of government. They will say one thing and do another. You spend so much money calling confab. How many years after Goodluck Jonathan? Nobody is talking about the confab. You want to call under confab?
Okay, currently, from the report on the Punch this morning that police arrested 3 people in Kaduna amid as National Association of Nigerian Students are backing the confab. They already know to settle with and have talks with President. And now I'm wondering, why would the police, arrest 10 people? 10 people in Kaduna yesterday because of this whole protesting and, of course, backing.
We are asking, it's obvious. Nigerian police and the army has been activated to make arrests. But I wish they will lock. They will arrest and arrest and arrest. until the Nigerian establishment solve the problem that is making people to come out to say certain things, they won't stop arresting. And then let me tell Nigerian police, they will have 210 million Nigerians to arrest. This crackdown, suppression and intimidation cannot work. Something happened during the end of bad governance. It worked wonders. But this Nigeria, where people forget easily, when it choke, as Nigerians will say, when it become very difficult, the Nigerian establishment started engaging the traditional rulers. Within a short time, the 10-day bad governance thing planned went down. Nobody has asked, what is the good thing to learn? What happened? What do Nigerians want? Engage them, talk to them, let them understand what is happening. I think the greatest undoing in this country is not even what everybody think, because Nigeria is politically a complex society. But then these people are asking, do we really have government? When something is happening from the federal to the state to the local government recently, nobody is engaging nobody. There used to be a time during the days of Dora Akunyili, of blessed memory, the brief time she spent as the Minister of Information and National Orientation in Nigeria. You will learn a lot of activities coming from that ministry. I still regard them as people who sit down to eat kola nut, and they are not helping the presidency. They are not engaging Nigerians. They are not coming up with any program that will make Nigerians feel that they belong. It's like we and them. Aso Rock will say one thing. Before it trickled down to Aso Rock to where I'm staying, a lot of versions would have added to it. So we don't even need to know which one is correct. So you see Nigerians in guesswork. Somebody will wake up and say, I think they say our president is in France. The next no say, nah, lie. You will find them. Some of them will gather at newspaper. There used to be a very good meeting point where they sell newspapers in the morning. Because of economic hardship, you don't find such gathering again. This is where if you are passing through, you can hear some things that sound like true. You can now go away with your version. You might be walking and say, shut up, it's not true. You go with that version that way. And then you pass, another person will pass through where the people are arguing. And you hear, they say he died. You don't even know who died. When they say he died. Nigerians had a meal, room. They made Nigerians a meal room for rumors. The government are not engaging anybody. And when you ask for it, they would like, who are you for us to engage you? Until they run into crisis, they bring police to go and crack. The police should tell them. The army should tell them. You don't cause trouble and put us to go and crack and kill and arrest, because you are arresting your same people. Very soon, everywhere will be. Well, that will take us to the Nigerian Correctional Center. With so much that, this issue, imagine what is bringing that to the fore. Bobrisky. This Nigeria, we held the.
Well, but Bobrisky, I think
the corruption in Nigeria Correctional Center,
yes,
that they bring to the fore. I'm not talking about Bobrisky. Bobrisky, enjoy your cross-dressing, enjoy your whatever you call it. You have a right to do so. I am talking about where it concerns us. The rot in Nigerian Correctional Center. And over time, people saw it and they kept quiet. It's only Bobrisky issue that brought it to the fore. And this is what they're going. Even when I saw the WhatsApp shot making waves, where the other man, what they call it?
Very dark man.
He was going there with his juju man. And then it's like Nigeria turned into.
And you went on barefooted.
It's no more. It's Nollywood. They used to say they have Yahoo Extra. Yahoo this, Yahoo. This is Nollywood Extra. Nigeria has become Nollywood Extra. But let us not forget that corruption and rot in Nigeria Correctional Center is evident. Something has brought it to the fore. What are the people saying?
So Nigerians have been discontent of this nation, of what's been happening in the country. Signature reporters went in the streets yesterday. They asked few Nigerians questions about how they feel. And you can see that everyone is expecting Nigeria to be all good or established at 64. But no one is talking about the resilience Nigerians have been, how resilient they have been, striving in, and all the things they have been, trying to get, and all the struggles they passed through, and the things they actually got. Why is it that we always look at the negative? We always look at the ones we've not got. We always look at the faults, the loopholes. We were not getting it right. No one is clamoring for good thing that has been happening in this country.
You were lucky that your reporters went to the street and you find some still Nigerians talking to you. That is a clear case of resilience. That people can still bear to talk. They can summon courage, talk, and tell people, like we are doing here, that it's not yet over. I hope you're not expecting us to keep quiet. Because if we keep quiet, it's going to get worse. So the resilience in us as Nigerians is what is making us talk at this time, because nobody is still expecting that any Nigerian will talk. And that's what the Nigerian politicians want. They have pressed and whined Nigerians to a halt, and they think they are done with it. But let me assure them, the Nigerians I know, we never give up talking. Crack down, arrest, kill, suppress, intimidate the Nigerians I know. In fact, it was a tagline I invented when GSM came into Nigeria. I said, Nigerians can talk. Give it to Nigerians. So whatever they're talking is now left for you to aggregate them, take what is good and drop what is bad. But to stop Nigerians from talking is where you got it all wrong. And this is what this present government is trying to do. With cracking down, people will tell you over time, saying they want to protest. It's not that they take you by surprise. Now you can say that they have some plans. People say, we are going to the street to protest, and you will go and arrange police to crack down on them.
Thank you very much, Chris Maduka. We're not asking you to stop talking, actually. We're asking you
of
to
course,
continue next time.
I didn't start talking from Signature TV. Signature talking has been part of me, and I'll keep talking.
All right, you keep talking. We'll keep discussing these issues. This is where we will go for a short break, and we'll come back. We'll dive right into another episode. You don't go anywhere.